So here's a list of activities. You can do all of them every day if you have time, and you will see huge changes. But do any one of them at least as time allows. Nima, I've already sent the video, which is pretty self-explanatory. You don't need to do it for the rest of your life, but if you've never done it before, it's a very good idea to do it every day for 3 weeks, and you will see for yourself that why we encourage that. And after 3 weeks you can do it once a week, and few weeks later you will probably just see that, okay, nothing is coming out anymore, so I don't need to use it, and then you can reduce it to once a month, once in 3 months. That's okay, that's your own journey. But I would recommend everyone to do it every day for 3 weeks, and then once a week for a few weeks. Exercise, really you can do anything that you like. Deep breathing and pranayam, if you are already familiar or you do yoga, you know how to do it, that's great. If you've never done that before, the only tip I'll give is that we need to learn abdominal breathing. So basically what happens on our usual day, if you just notice that when you breathe in, your stomach goes in, and when you breathe out, your stomach grows bigger. So that's actually the other way around. That's the wrong way of breathing. So early in the morning, if you take 5 minutes and notice it, that when you breathe in, your stomach should go out, and when you exhale, your stomach should go in. So just practice that and just breathe slowly, at a count of 3 to 4 to 5. With time, you can increase it. So at a count of 4, you are breathing in. So your stomach is coming out, and then you hold that for a few seconds, and then you exhale slowly, and your stomach goes in. Meditation is a very personal choice. I have not actually written it in the meal plan because I feel somebody who does meditation would do it anyway, and who doesn't do it will not. But somebody in the group mentioned about sleep problems, and I think meditation is very helpful with that. You can do it early in the morning, you can do it before going to bed, whatever suits you. And again, what is meditation is different for different people, so you can figure out what suits you. There is an online class for beginners that I am doing. If somebody wants, I can share the link in the WhatsApp group. Even gum massage, I have not included in the meal plan, so you can just note it down. Doing massaging your gums before going to bed, it's okay. You can use a tooth powder or a toothpaste, whatever you use, but it makes a huge difference. You do it for 5 days. I mean, especially for a few people mentioned constipation, so it's really good for that. You do it for a few days, you will notice the difference in the morning, because when you massage your gums, it really helps in circulation. And these are some activities that I've suggested in the evening. Foot massage, ideally any kind of massage. I mean, if you get it done from a professional, that's great, but it's not possible right now with the lockdown. Usually, like a lifelong practice, I would suggest that a foot massage or a body massage or shoulder neck massage, if you can get it done from a professional once a month, that's great. And otherwise, just do it yourself, or you can tell your partner or your kids, somebody to, or your mom, somebody to do it for you. Just like a quick 10 minutes foot massage, pressing the points, rubbing with the palms, any oil you can use, and just do a quick 10 to 15 minutes massage, be it foot or whole body, just your arms, even with ears. It's so relaxing. Before going to bed, you take just few drops of oil and you just massage your ears. It's all very relaxing. It will help with sleep, it improves circulation, so it will anyways help with digestion as well. For foot spa, again, we used to go for manicure and pedicure. People go. I find them pretty useless, to be honest, because I don't know what they are putting in there. Weird, colorful shampoos they bring, and there's just froth everywhere, and there is no need. Just take warm water or hot water, as long as you can tolerate it, in a bucket, and add Epsom salt, half a cup of Epsom salt, or half a cup of ginger powder, whatever you have. Both these in water, they absorb a lot of toxins from the body. So add that in water along with any essential oil of your choice. I like to use lavender. It's also very soothing and relaxing. even when you're doing a massage, you can mix in a few drops of lavender oil. My favorite combination is sesame oil with a few drops of lavender to body massage or head massage. I use that. In summers, you can also use coconut oils. So for foot spa, I was saying the Epsom salt or ginger powder along with few drops of your essential oil. You sit in that for 20 minutes. And after that, you need a pumice stone to, you will notice a lot of dead skin on your feet. So just rub it off nicely. It is also very important, anything like which is dead, you don't want it. So we never remove dead skin from our bodies, which is a very important part. That's how the new cells will get room to breathe. So just rub it off nicely with a pumice stone, and always end the massage with a oil massage. Sorry, always end the foot spa with a oil massage, because the Epsom salt or the ginger powder can make the feet a bit dry. So you can just do a quick 2 minutes oil massage after that. Probiotic hair rinse. So basically, the millet kanji that we'll be seeing the recipe today can actually be used as a hair rinse. So basically, you don't need to wash your hair that day, and if you washed one day, so maybe the next day or the day after that, you can just apply the millet kanji on your hair either with a spray bottle or some, like, make partitions and section your hair and then apply it like a hair oil throughout your hair. Leave it for 20 minutes and then rinse it again with water. So you don't really need to shampoo before or after that. If you feel like it, you can do it either ways, before or after, but there is absolutely no need. And I feel everybody is over washing and cleaning their hair, so we don't need to wash hair so much. Maybe you can shampoo your hair once a week, and once a week you can use this rinse. It's anyways lockdown, we're not going anywhere, so that's fine. Then steam inhalations are great, especially in these times. So whenever you get a chance, you can take some steam, and it's also relaxing. So doing it before going to bed, it helps.